how's the feeling from the weekend as the disappointment ebbed away and sort of focus on Friday now?
Yeah, you're exactly right. Obviously we're disappointed to lose, but no way have we gone into our shells or not looking forward to the challenge this week. Just saying it's actually a positive that we're going to have to keep playing some good footy to get there.
Yeah, I mean the positives sort of out of Friday, I suppose, is the way you were sort of able to battle on and look for all the world to have them beat in the last quarter. I mean, is that the way the guys have been looking at it since?
Yeah, we certainly looked at what we need to improve on, especially a lot of the things in the first half, and I think no better case than looking at the second half, clear as day how to play better football.
And I mean, yourself personally, I mean, you had a sort of pretty good game. I mean, your form going into this finals, were you happy with it? I mean, happy with that the injury to your arm had cleared up?
Yeah, actually, my form's been pretty consistent this year. Been more than happy with it. Yeah, the arm injury is just going to hang around and linger, but it doesn't bother me too much. And just happy finals are finally rolling around.
Now, if I'd said to you in March that you'd be playing Fremantle in a cutthroat final, would you have laughed at me or told me to go away? Pretty much everyone's surprise package this year. Would you agree?
Yeah, but they've always had the potential. They've always had very good players around them and an exciting young list, and they definitely started the year really well. So I think they looked finals material early in the year, and they definitely wanted their spot to be there.
Yeah, I mean, and it was mentioned to Matthew Pavis today that their style of play, sort of using the corridor, is reminiscent of Geelong. Do you look at that? The teams sort of have tried to emulate your style over the last sort of 2 or 3 years because you've been so successful.
I think the competition as a whole has tried to use the corridor a bit more often, to beat all these zones and numbers back in defence, and also all these huddles and all sorts of stuff going on. So I think the sides are realising if they want to score, they have to take a few risks by coming up through the middle. And Fremantle's got a young side who play that sort of carefree, great attacking footy.
I mean, everyone's sort of got you as favourites because of, well, obviously part record over the past 3 years, and you're a sort of season finals team. But do you have to guard against that, Jimmy, as being seen by favourites by all and sundry, or doesn't it come into players thinking at all?
No, it doesn't really come into play for us. That's everybody else talking about. Like we can't control what people write and say. So we know we've got a huge challenge in front of us, and hopefully we can get over the top of Freo and get ourselves into our 4th preliminary final in a row.
Yeah, I saw you on television on Saturday saying that you hadn't seen Mark Thompson on Saturday, and you were quite happy about that. Presumably you've seen him since, and you've gone through the game and what happened. What was his overriding sort of message over the last 2 days?
He's been pretty positive, actually. We can't afford to, like I was saying earlier, can't afford to be really negative and mope around, because as you said, we've got a cutthroat final, and if everyone's up and about positive, we could be the finals race pretty quickly. So he's just drilled home to the fact that what's not acceptable and how we need to play footy should help us get over the line.
Yeah. The MCG factor, Jimmy, obviously Fremantle haven't played there much the last couple of years, and you guys obviously have played more there. Do you think that's an issue, the venue, and where teams play often?
Not so much. They've got a young side that's pretty carefree with that, and they've played actually really good football in the state this year. They've won a lot of games away from Perth, which has been their big improvement and why they've done so well. So I don't think it plays that much of a role as people think it does.
Yeah, great. Okay, Jim, once again, thanks very much for your time, mate, and best of luck for Saturday and hopefully beyond.
next month.
Thanks.